Are you the one they call Beowulf?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 actors who aren't afraid of nude scenes.
We're going streaky! Yes!
For this list, we'll be ranking the thespians who have commented in the press or discussed during interviews their fearlessness when it comes to taking it all off for their art. Did any of these choices surprise you? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Chris Pine.
My lord, it's no time to retire to your bedchamber. Please follow me.
Even the most risque nude scenes from the past often have one particular double standard going for them: gender-biased nudity. Specifically, a sex scene might require a great deal more nudity from a female actor than a male. However, actors like Chris Pine are working to change that dynamic, one nude scene at a time.
Alas, we are but king and queen of the May. And tomorrow will come to strip us of our crowns.
Pine and co-star Florence Pugh were both tasked with a love scene in the 2018 Netflix film Outlaw King. Pine, to his credit, bared it all alongside his co-star, yet was surprised at the backlash. He spoke to The Mirror and defended his decision, asking, "Is Florence expected to do that because she is a woman, and I'm not expected to do that because I'm a man?"
So there's a scene in the film where I
Naked.
bear the do the full Monty.
Yes.
And yeah, that seemed to
Well, yeah.
You go, Chris. Number 9, Ken Jeong.
I have to ask you this, because when you jump out of that trunk in The Hangover, he's fully there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The full Monty.
The idea behind Ken Jeong's hilarious nude scenes in the Hangover franchise actually came from the man himself, believe it or not. Jeong revealed as much to AOL during an interview conducted back in 2017. Multiple takes were done of Jeong leaping out of the trunk of a car, but it was the actor's pitch to director Todd Phillips that sealed the deal.
This isn't your fault. I'll get you some pants.
Jeong sort of made going in the buff tradition after that, going nude again with The Hangover Part 2 in 2011, proving that he absolutely wasn't afraid to tempt naked fate a second time. Number 8, Lena Dunham.
Sorry, you really scared me, Anna. No, thank you.
The promotion of body positivity in cinema isn't something that happened overnight. It also isn't only part of the big screen either. Lena Dunham helped promote the beauty of all bodies during her nude scenes for the HBO series Girls.
I do a lot of sex scenes in the show, and I'm usually nude for them because, unlike so many films we see where women are having sex in like a kind of a perky negligee, a lot of times people get naked to have sex, I think.
I never have, actually.
Meanwhile, the actor, writer, and director purposefully defied the accepted norms of who should and shouldn't do on-screen nudity, and wasn't afraid to document her feelings in the press. Her interviews with outlets such as Marie Claire, The Guardian, and Refinery29 all point to an actor who was fighting for freedom of sexual expression with her work. It wasn't always an easy road, but Dunham's fearlessness allowed many other artists to tread similar creative paths with less fear.
I'm so confused.
Me too.
Number 7, Jason Segel.
Hello. Hi. And welcome to Annie and Jay's A Night with Annie and Jay. I'm Jay, and this is my lovely wife, Annie. And tonight we intend to demonstrate every position in the joy of sex.
On-screen nudity doesn't necessarily need to be titillating. Case in point, the full frontal nude scene from Jason Segel in the 2008 film Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I got a surprise for you.
This intentionally shocking and very funny scene was actually the actor's idea, proving that he was unafraid of any audience repercussions. Part of the reasoning behind Segel's nude scene was to represent his character hitting his lowest point.
Why don't you just put some clothes on, okay?
I'm not gonna go put clothes on. I know what that means. If I put clothes on, it's over.
The resulting embarrassment at being dumped by the titular Sarah Marshall was described by Segel during a 2015 interview with Vulture as something that wasn't just for shock value. Number 6, Catherine Waterston.
Hi, Shasta.
Hi, Doc.
For some actors, on-screen nudity is just one part of the process they go through as performers. This definitely applies to Catherine Waterston, who said as much during interviews with outlets like the New York Daily News and the Huffington Post. Her interview with the former saw Waterston connecting the vulnerability of nudity with the acting process.
I don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly. I wish there was more male nudity in films, however, because men are naked all the time and you never see
Luckily,
it in
that's
film.
never gonna happen.
I just think it's uneven.
Meanwhile, the actor discussed her full frontal scene in the 2014 film Inherent Vice in the Huffington Post, describing the work as liberating and freeing. Sure, not every actor may feel this way, but we certainly admire Katherine Waterston's position on a very challenging aspect of the craft.
They told me I was precious cargo that couldn't be insured because of inherent vice.
What's that?
I don't know.
Number 5, Alexander Skarsgård.
You found me.
What, are you lost?
We're firmly of the mind that Alexander Skarsgård should absolutely reap the rewards of all of his hard work in the gym by doing as many nude scenes as his heart desires.
People are slightly more comfortable with nudity in Sweden, and I also come from a family. My dad and especially his side of the family are old hippies and bohemians, and I think I was 14 the first time I saw my dad wearing pants. So
Skarsgård may come from an acting family, but he certainly blazed a trail on both the small and large screens.
I'm bored. Take off your clothes.
A little privacy?
Everybody out.
His brushes with nudity may have first entered the cultural zeitgeist back in the HBO series True Blood, but Skarsgård hasn't stopped pushing the physical envelope with his performances. The actor's work on Robert Eggers' The Northman, in particular, showcased a heretofore unseen physicality from Skarsgård that was as shocking as it was sexually charged. Number 4, Charlize Theron.
He's man power. That's all he is.
He wants the money.
No, baby. He wants me.
Charlize Theron has seen both sides of the on-screen nudity coin. On one hand, the actor's early work often saw Theron performing in sexually provocative sequences for films like Reindeer Games and 2 Days in the Valley that required explicit nudity. Meanwhile, more recent features like Atomic Blonde saw Theron's nudity being utilised to tell a story, rather than just for prurient titillation.
You pay attention.
I look for pleasure in the details.
It's a respite, a moment of calm in the bath for recovery, during a film that's packed with violent action. Furthermore, Theron has told outlets such as the Daily Telegraph and W Magazine about how she has no issues with nudity if the scene requires it to make sense.
These relationships aren't real. They're just a means to an end.
When you tell the truth, you look different. Your eyes change.
Thanks for the warning.
Number 3, Ewan McGregor.
Take your clothes off. All of them.
There are some actors who just don't feel the need to contextualise or explain away the frequency of their nude scenes. Instead, they relish the thought and lean into those scenes with an almost gleeful zeal. Ewan McGregor has certainly come across this way in some interviews over the years, such as the one he did with Out magazine while promoting Velvet Goldmine in 1998.
We set out to change the world. Ended up just changing ourselves.
McGregor utilised words like power and rush to describe going full frontal on screen, and it's this matter-of-factness that makes the actor's attitude so refreshing. Just maybe don't bet on seeing Obi-Wan's lightsaber for any Star Wars-related media anytime soon.
All right. Well, you owe me one, and not for saving your skin for the 10th time.
9th time. That business on Cato Nemoidia doesn't count.
Number 2, Monica Bellucci. Italy's Monica Bellucci is another actor that's performed on-screen nudity with wildly varying tonal shades.
Ti tagliaste i capelli.
Ti piace?
Assai, accostava parecchio peccerese.
The actor's natural beauty has been celebrated in films like Milena or Bram Stoker's Dracula, and even in outlandish exploitation fare like 2007's Shoot 'Em Up.
Wait your turn, Smith. There's plenty to go around.
Not for me, thanks. I'm lactose intolerant.
However, Bellucci has also featured in nude scenes where the plot ventured into truly dark territory, such as 2002's Irréversible.
Le livre dit que... Il paraît que le futur est déjà écrit, tout est là, et la preuve sont les rêves prémonitoires.
The actor has remained professional and unafraid throughout it all, even telling Entertainment Weekly in 2002 that nudity was something magic and pure. Bellucci went on, however, to state her opposition to nudity that she felt was gratuitous, describing her personal attitude as one she cultivated growing up in Europe. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Angelina Jolie. The career arc of an actor often takes them in different places as they age.
You resist happiness.
Don't quote some book and try
You
to
don't
analyze
resist
my
happiness.
life. Are you trying to illustrate your point by making me unhappy?
The Angelina Jolie that performed nude in 2015's By the Sea was not the same person who appeared in films like Cyborg 2, Hackers, or Original Sin.
Christ, you'll be the death of me.
I hope so.
All of those films featured nudity in a sexualized context, performed by a younger actor. Yet, By the Sea also featured a nude Jolie, this time after a real-life double mastectomy. The actor and director told the New York Times how the scene required a nude performance, and how Jolie's personal challenges wouldn't get in the way of her art. This all ties into Angelina Jolie's bohemian and non-conforming dedication to her career.
You're smiling.
Now my outsides match my insides.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.